Hey, it's Ty Goodwin, and I am back with another blog intervention. So today's blog intervention focuses on Barren blog syndrome. So here's the deal. Have you ever found someone on Facebook or Twitter and they had a really fantastic post? And you click the link and you get to their site and the article is fantastic. And you want to start clicking around, seeing what other, tidbits or gems they might have on their site. Only to find out that the blog post you just read was from January of 2009, and the last time they actually posted anything on their blog was about 6 months ago. And not only that, they only have 6 blog posts. That's a blog that's suffering from barren blog syndrome. Now, if you're a solopreneur, I understand it gets busy. There's so many things to do. You're only one person. You may not be able to outsource at this time. However, if you are suffering from barren blog syndrome, you're doing your audience a bit of a disservice by not keeping things up to date or being consistent with your content. Don't leave your audience hanging. So let me give you a couple of quick ways to avoid barren blog syndrome and keep your content up to date and keep your readers coming back for more. So the first thing that you can do is have an editorial calendar. So get out a calendar, use Word, use Excel, whatever floats your boat, and map out the next 30 to 60 days. If you're going to blog every, once a week, if you're going to blog twice a week, mark those days down and identify what topics you might want to talk about in your blog. Try to sync it up with promotions or events that you have going on. Try to sync it up with national, holidays or events that are going on, or even some local events if you're a local business. You just want to make sure that you have a map of what you want to do. That will help you focus. If you know you've got to write 3 posts this week or 3 posts this month, fantastic. At least you know what you have to do and you already have an idea of what you might want to say. So the second thing that you can do to avoid barren blog syndrome is write ahead of time. It can be really tough if you have a hard time staying motivated to sit there and look at, I have to write 5 blogs every day. I have to write 2 blog posts every week. Set aside some time at the beginning of the month and write all of your blog posts for the month, or at least start them, or write as many as you can in a 1-hour setting, but set aside some time and write as many as you can ahead of time, so you're not doing it the day of or the night before and freaking out because, oh my gosh, I can't think of anything to write and I've got writer's block. The other thing that you can do is ask for guest posts. So you don't have to write it all yourself. You can ask for, guest posts from people in your network. You can ask for guest posts from other people in your industry or niche. And even better, you can ask your clients for guest posts as well. So that's something to keep in mind. Here's another quick way to get some content for your site is ask a question or ask a poll. Do a poll or a survey and let that be the blog post. You want to find out what the hot topics and trends are with your audience? Ask them a question and make it a blog post. Or if you have some events coming up, that can be a blog post as well. Anything you can do to mix up the content so that you don't have to sit and write a 400 or a 700 blog post every single time will help you. Another thing that you can do is you can use PLR content. That's private label rights. PLR content is content that another person creates for you, and usually they create it in batches. So it might be available for 100 people or 150 people. You take their raw content, you add your personality, you edit it, you make it over into something of your own, but at least you're not starting from scratch every single time you're writing an article. And so that's PLR content, private label rights. An excellent source is Nicole Dean. And she has some fantastic PLR products out there. And if you don't want to use PLR content, you can always hire a ghostwriter. This is a person who will work with you. They will interview you. They will pull the information out from you. They may even interview you and pull a transcript and use that transcript to create blog content. But those are some quick things that you can do so that you don't leave your readers, stranded because you have barren blog syndrome. So I just wanted to share that with you as an intervention for you solopreneurs out there who are trying to get your blog up and running and keep it fresh for your customers. So until next time, keep blogging and stay brilliant.